So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the current affairs of the entire month of February 2026. So we are starting this series. Actually, we have done January class also because I want you to provide one class, 1 month video. That is what the idea is. So today we are going to discuss February 2026. Now, if you ask me, sir, where should I cover from January onwards? So January ke liye we have done a class. First of all, please subscribe to our channel. Go to the playlist, scroll down, and here you will find this monthly current affairs. And click on view full playlist. And you can watch these classes. In fact, for last year also, we had taken such classes. So January 2026, we have provided the video. Now, for February 2026, we will start from now onwards. Okay. And we'll keep on providing for the upcoming months also. So let us start with the first question of the day. So I'll actually discuss it in the question answer format. Kohima is being connected to the national rail link through which railway project? Kohima is the capital of Nagaland. So basically the right answer is option C. It's actually called as Dimapur Zubza. So Zubza near to Zubza. Actually Kohima is near to Zubza. Sorry. And Dhansari is near to Dimapur of Assam. Okay. So you can see option B can also be correct. But C is more perfect answer. So actually that's what the idea is. Dhansari Zubza line. Or sometimes called as Dimapur Kohima line also. So even B can be the correct also. But here more perfect is C is the right answer. So near Dimapur, you will find Dhansari. Dimapur is a very famous place. And Kohima, actually, near the railway station is Zubza. Okay. So Dhansari to Zubza. Dhansari is in Assam and Zubza is in Nagaland. Okay. Yes. So here it is. From here to from Assam to Nagaland. This is Nagaland. They'll be connecting. They're starting a railway network. Let's move on to the next one. The next question says, United States is set to officially exit from which international organization? I'm sure you must be aware, WHO, World Health Organization. In fact, they have actually the formal process of WHO withdrawal has been done. Actually, you should be knowing about that. B is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. When do we celebrate National Voters Day? Actually, it is on 25th January, one day before the Republic Day. And this year, what was the theme? So this theme was My India, My Vote. So C is the right answer to this question. Okay. Next one. Who among the following received Padma Vibhushan Award posthumously in 2026? Posthumously matlab after the death. So right answer is option B. V.S. Achyutanandan. He was a former Chief Minister of Kerala. He was a very famous communist leader from the state of Kerala. You can watch that class. Just search this on YouTube. You will get to know in detail. And you will get to know about all the Padma Awards winners, etc. Next question. Colonel Sofia Qureshi is associated with which military operations for which she received Vishisht Seva Medal? I'm sure last year, if you were watching news channel, you must have come across this. That during Operation Sindoor, she was actually conducting a press conference also. That is what she had got Vishisht Seva Medal. Next is who among the following became the first Indian to visit International Space Station and received Ashok Chakra? And it is very easy. Captain Subhanshu Shukla is an Indian Air Force officer. And he has got Ashok Chakra, highest peacetime gallantry award. And I'm sure you must be aware that he went to International Space Station. First Indian to go to International Space Station and second Indian to go to space after Rakesh Sharma. But Rakesh Sharma had not gone to International Space Station because this International Space Station got built in 1998 and Rakesh Sharma had gone to space in 1994. There was no International Space Station at that time. Okay, that has to be very crystal clear. Yes, you can see we have taken a separate class on this. Last year, we have taken a class on Axiom 4 mission under which actually Captain Subhanshu Shukla had gone into International Space Station. This was sent by US company. Axiom 4 is a US private company and they took help from NASA, etc. also. Next is which of the following parties won Myanmar Janta Run election? Janta means actually they are talking about military run election. Of course, Bro Military Party. The name of the party is USDP. B is the right answer to this question. USDP party won it. Let's move on to the next one. Gandak River has emerged as the second largest habitat for which species? So right answer is Ghadial, also known as fish-eating crocodile. B is the right answer. So basically, Ghadial actually Chambal River, which is in border of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, you will find this Chambal River. This is famous for maximum number of Ghadial. The second highest is actually in Gandak, which is actually a tributary of Ganga in Bihar. Actually, it meets Ganga just north of Patna. Okay, that's what you should be knowing. B is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. India's first Earth observation satellite system under PPP involves which consortium? So consortium means not one company, multiple companies are coming together. And actually Pixel Space, PeerSight, Satshore Analytics, Dhruv Space is the right answer to this question. That is what you should be knowing about. Next is India recently concluded biggest free trade agreement in which bloc? So I'm sure you must be aware, European Union Commission President and European Union Council President Antonio Costa, these two were actually Ursula von der Leyen and Antonio Costa were there on the Republic Day as the chief guest. So after that, once the Republic Day got concluded, we had done India-European Union Free Trade Agreement. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. So if you have taken a class also, you can watch it. Next is India's first integrated private satellite plant is being set up in which state? Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, Gujarat. Right answer is option D. Sanad, Gujarat is the right answer to this question. Okay, it's called as Palmanaro facility developed by Azista Space in Sanad, Gujarat. So D is the right answer to this question. Next is France proposed social media ban applies to children below what age? 13, 14, 15, 16. So right answer is option C, 15 years of age. France lawmaker vote to ban social media used by under 15 years of age. So C is the right answer to this question. Next is the joint US-Philippine maritime exercise was recently conducted at which shoal? So actually it was conducted in Scarborough Shoal in South China Sea. And you will find a lot of disputed island in this region, region, I'm sure. So this is South China Sea and China claims this 9 dash lines. So these 9 dash lines and China says that all the islands here belongs to me. And one of the island is Scarborough Shoal. Actually where? And actually these islands are disputed between China, Philippines and other countries. So recently Philippines and America has conducted naval exercise. I'm sure to give a signal to China. That's what you should know. Next is Justice Geeta Mittal Committee. Is related with what? So Monitor Rehabilitation Relief Project in Manipur. And recently this committee has got extension. Justice Geeta Mittal is a former Chief Justice of High Court. I think High Court of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so I'm sure you must be aware to provide healing touch in Manipur. We have seen a lot of unfortunate incidents in Manipur, like there have been conflicts and all. So to ensure, and this is an all-women committee. So 3-member committee, all 3 are women, former judges. Justice Geeta Mittal and there are the other 2 members are also former High Court judges and all 3 are actually female. Okay, let's move on. The smart fishing harbor at Maya Bandar is being funded under PM Matsya Sampada Yojana. Andaman Nicobar mein they are promoting fishing harbor under PM Matsya Sampada Yojana. Matsya means fish, machli, Sampada Yojana to increase fish production. That is the idea behind this. Okay. Maya Bandar. Next is former South Korean First Lady Kim Kyon-hee was recently sentenced for. So she was sentenced for bribery. She was the wife of Yoon Suk-yeol. In fact, he was also impeached or removed from the being a president because he had imposed military rule, etc., or what we call it as he had imposed martial law, and because of which he was removed, etc. So that's what you should know. His wife was found guilty of accepting bribe from Unification Church officials in exchange of political favors. So B is the right answer to this question. Next is in February 2026, India and Russia will conduct joint naval exercise where? So right answer is option C, Bay of Bengal. So that's what it was in the news. In February they had conducted. Next is Wings India 2026 was recently conducted or inaugurated in Hyderabad, Asia's largest civil aviation event at Begumpur Airport, Hyderabad. So it is actually sort of an expo. We have like auto expo type thing. Like similarly, this is an aero expo where Mr. K. Ram Mohan Naidu, the Union Minister, was also present. Yes, you can see Minister of Civil Aviation, Mr. K. Ram Mohan Naidu was also present. Next is ONGC and Reliance Industries recently signed MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, for what? So right answer actually is option C, sharing deep water exploration resources. C is the right answer to this question. In KG Basin region mostly. Krishna Godavari Basin region. Deep water exploration means actually when you go deep inside the water, you will find petroleum products type thing, right? You got the concept. Yes. India's first AI university is coming up in Amravati in Andhra Pradesh. We have Amravati in Maharashtra also, but here we are talking about Amravati, Andhra Pradesh. C is the right answer. With the help of NVIDIA and etc. and all. Next is which of the following armed forces won Best Marching Contingent Award among the 3 services at Republic Day Parade? So Best Marching Contingent winner is Indian Navy. C is the right answer to this question. In a state, best tableau, actually, this is called as tableau, you know, right? Among the states, Maharashtra has got the rank 1. That is what you should be knowing. And among the Ministry of Culture has won it. And its theme was Vande Mataram. Next is Supreme Court recently stated which UGC regulation. So a promotion of equity in higher education institution regulation 2026 that was brought by UGC. A lot of hue and cry happened, and after that actually the Supreme Court decided to state. So A is the right answer to this question. We have taken a separate class. You can search and watch it on YouTube. Next is Microsoft Maya 200 is the AI accelerator chip developed by Microsoft. You can see. So B is the right answer to this question. Next is which of the following ministries Tableau won Best Tableau Award? I have just told you. It's Ministry of Culture. In Ministries and Department category, A is the right answer to this question. Okay. Vande Mataram was the theme of that. Global Innovation Index, this type of question we have seen earlier. What is India's rank? 38th rank. It is released by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Rank 1 actually is Switzerland. Released by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. Global Innovation Index. India's rank is 38. Next is UNESCO nomination title for Meghalaya's living root bridges is what? So option A, Jinking-Jiri or Liu Charai landscape. A is the right answer to this question. So this is India has applied for this to become to be included in UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is, you will find it in Meghalaya. It is called as, let me write it clearly. You will find it in Meghalaya. It is called as living root bridges. Okay, so A is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. Venezuela's is the world's largest reserve of what? So it's the world's largest reserve of crude oil. And why we are talking about it? Because actually what happened was USA on 3rd January, they sent their forces to capture Venezuela's president Nicolas Maduro along with his wife under Operation Absolute Resolve. Right. And actually people were saying that one of the reason is Venezuela is having the largest crude oil reserve. So C is the right answer to this question. And recently we have seen unfortunately earthquakes in Venezuela. I'm sure you must be aware of that. Let's move on. Which of the following states recently installed first grain ATM in India? So right answer is Odisha, Bhubaneswar. And later on we have seen in Gujarat and Bihar also. But first grain ATM was inaugurated in Bhubaneswar in Odisha in August 2024. Next is, among the following did US President nominated as the preferred Fed chair successor? So we have Federal Reserve, like we have RBI in India, central bank. Similarly, Federal Reserve is there in America. Kevin Walsh is the next chair. Will be the next chair. Right? So C is the right answer to this question. Next is, who among the following recently became Maharashtra's first woman deputy chief minister? Srimati Sunetra Pawarji. Her actually husband died in an unfortunate plane crash. Her husband name is Ajit Pawar. Okay, and we had taken a class. You can watch it. Next is, which of the following 2 wetlands were recently added in India's Ramsar site? Recently they are saying because on 2nd February is celebrated as World Wetland Day. Okay, so on this occasion 2 sites were added. So at that time it was Patna Bird Sanctuary. This Patna is not in Bihar. This is actually in Etah district UP and Chari Dand in Gujarat. Now after that we have seen a lot of others added. So as of now today I am recording the video on 1st July. Actually we are having 100 Ramsar sites in India. And if it gets added further, you have to keep on knowing that also. Yes. So at that time it was 98 in the month of February. Right now we are recording on 1st July. It is actually 100. Next is, which of the following countries recently received highest Indian development aid in budget 2026-2027? Right answer is option D, Bhutan. Okay. So in the budget, Bhutan also, in India's budget, Bhutan will get also a share of that. Next is compensation award by which tribunal is proposed to be tax-free? So motor accident claims tribunal, that was mentioned in the budget. That God forbid is if someone met with an accident and this tribunal awards some, gives some compensation, then that will be tax-free. Next is, India will host first ever global Big Cat Alliance. International Big Cat Alliance Summit was supposed to be happen in New Delhi in the I think around 1st June or something like that. It has been postponed due to Ebola. because a lot of officials from Africa were supposed to come, and right now Ebola is massively hitting Democratic Republic Congo and Uganda. Both are African countries. That's why India decided to postpone this. Okay. Yes, International Big Cat Alliance established by India in April 2023, headquartered in New Delhi. Actually, the idea is to protect all these 7 big cats: tiger, lion, snow leopard, jaguar, puma, cheetah. Headquartered in New Delhi. Next is Indian Railways first LNG diesel dual fuel demo train was inaugurated in Ahmedabad. Okay, so that's what you should know is the right answer. So diesel electric multiple unit, they'll be using liquefied natural gas also. 40%. 40% LNG will also be used along with diesel. Next is which of the following institution topped Times B school ranking? B school ranking means MBA colleges, right? So ISB had, sorry, it's not ISB, sorry. Correct it. Option D, IFT. Indian Institute of Foreign Trade is the right answer to this question. D is the right answer. Let's move on. Supreme Court recently directed the center to constitute a tribunal for which river dispute? So the right answer is Penayar River. B is the right answer. This is a dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Yes. A tribunal, the Supreme Court has recommended that the center should set up a tribunal. Next is what is the name of the joint firing exercise conducted by Indian Army and ITBP? So right answer is option C, Agni Pariksha. C is the right answer to this question. Next is who was recently appointed as the new Prime Minister of Yemen? So right answer is option C, Shah Mosul al-Sudani. And I'm sure you must be aware there is a dispute in Yemen. So this region is actually controlled by Houthis, which is supported by Iran. This region is actually controlled, the Republic of Yemen, controlled by Saudi Arabia. This is Saudi Arabia. So they are supporting it and backed by United Nations. So here you will find the new Prime Minister of this region, Shah Mosul al-Sudani. So this is the Yemen civil war, this pink region I'm talking about. And this green region is actually Houthis, controlling Houthis. So we are witnessing civil war since 2014. Next is Artemis 2 mission. Actually, it was a moon mission. It was not to land astronaut. Established lunar base. Test Orion spacecraft. C is the right answer. Actually, they had sent this. Actually, on the top, you'll find this is the Orion spacecraft. They had sent it to the moon, but they did not land on the moon. So they launched it. They took a journey around the moon and came back. It was a lunar flyby mission. So it was not to establish a lunar base, not to land, but just, for example, this is the moon. The Artemis 2 mission, the satellite came and went like this, just like that. And 4 people were sitting inside it. So Orion spacecraft is this, which is attached in the top of this. That is what you should be knowing. Okay. So these 4 men were there in this mission. Next is where is Assam's second legislative assembly complex being built? Guwahati, Silchar, Dibrugarh, Tezpur. Right answer is option C. Dibrugarh is the right answer to this question. So the capital is Dispur. There is already a legislative assembly, but they are coming up with second assembly complex in Dibrugarh, Assam. Next is SBI recently granted NOC for IPO for which institution? No objection certificate. So to NSE, National Stock Exchange itself is actually going for initial public offering. They are actually diluting their shares for the first time. Next is best audiobook narration and storytelling in 68th annual Grammy Awards was given to Dalai Lama for his audiobook. A is the right answer to this question. Union Budget recently constructed construction of girls hostel actually in every district. They talked about this. So C is the right answer to this question. Okay, this is not important. So survey module and Waqf property lease module is on which portal? So Umeed portal is there with regards to Waqf property and Waqf related management. So that is what you should be knowing. Next is Buddhist site in Odisha recently included in UNESCO's tentative list. Ratnagiri, Udayagiri and Lalitgiri is the right answer to this question. Ratnagiri is also there in Maharashtra, but here we are talking about Ratnagiri of Odisha. Diamond Triangle it is called. Biopharma Shakti Mission, the government has allocated 10,000 crore for this year's budget to make medicine from biological products like microorganisms, living products, living organisms, etc. Yumnam Khemchang Singh recently became the Chief Minister of Manipur. B is the right answer. In the last 3 years, Supreme Court has not confirmed any death sentence. C is the right answer. Rare earth corridors, of course, it's actually Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala. These 4 states have been declared as rare earth corridors in the union budget. Rare earth corridor, and I'm sure you must be aware, it is very important for in digital sectors, etc., manufacturing, etc. Global Teacher Prize, very, very important, given to Rubal Nagi, very, very, very important. An Indian winner is there. P is the right answer. She has got $1 million in Dubai. Hai na? Next is Frontier Nagaland Territorial Authority. Which constitutional power will remain unaffected? 371 capital A gives special status to Nagaland. That will not be affected even if FNT agreement has been done by a central government with the ENPO. ENPO is a local tribal body with which the government has done agreement. So 371 capital A will remain the same. There should not be any bracket. Okay, next is Bharat Taxi is registered under Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. It is considered as a competitor to Ola and Uber, but this will be actually government based, hai na? Government supported. India and Bhutan recently discussed commercial optimization of power through which hydroelectric power project Punat Sangchu 2. Okay, C is the right answer to this question. Next is Women's Premier League. Who won it? By defeating Delhi Capitals. T. Royal Challengers Bangalore. Even both in male and in the female category, Royal Challengers Bangalore won it. And in both male and female category, this was their second title. Okay. You can read about it. Most runs, most wicket, etc. You can read. Next is Bharat Container Shipping Line. Who is coming up with it? Of course, shipping. D is the right answer. Yes. That's what you should be doing. Please read about it. We have discussed in the paid classes in detail about it. 100% insurance coverage under Insurance for All by 2047. Alwar district of Rajasthan has achieved this. A is the right answer. Next is anti-drone security system has been set up in VO Chidambaram Port, which was earlier called as Tuticorin Port. C is the right answer. Yes, or Thoothukudi Port or Tuticorin Port in Tamil Nadu. Which of the following digital platform has introduced cross-border digital payment? So of course UPI. It is in I think more than around 8 countries other than India, right? And in fact other countries are also planning for this. Bharat Taxi operates on which unique model? So right answer is driver-owned cooperative. A is the right answer to this question. Next is which of the following recently moved private members bill to amend Census Act 1948? So right answer is Harish Biran. This is not very important. You can skip it. First Dalit cardinal to head Catholic Church in India. Pula Anthony. C is the right answer to this question. Who among the following recently launched Pulse Self-Run Mission? Of course, it will be launched by Agriculture Minister. Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare is Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan. West Indies player took first T20 World Cup hat-trick. So we are talking about is option C, Romario Shepherd. Okay. Where did Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently receive a ceremonial welcome during Malaysia's visit? Perdana Putra. He visited there in the month of February, you can see. And he received the guest of honor. Yes, this is Malaysia. Amravati, I've discussed you. It is going to be India's first quantum valley in Andhra Pradesh. Walmart recently achieved first traditional retailer to have $1 trillion market valuation or market capitalization. C is the right answer. RBI has proposed increased collateral-free loan to MSMEs up to 20 lakh. Earlier, the limit was 10 lakh. Collateral-free means without girvi, without any mortgage. So, B is the right answer. Niti Aayog recently released 3 study reports primarily related with Viksit Bharat and Net Zero. Please tell me in the comment section what is India's Net Zero emission target and what is India's Viksit Bharat target. Please tell me both the years. This is the report released. Terms of reference for a free trade agreement was recently signed with GCC. Means we are planning to have free trade agreement with Gulf Cooperation Council. These are the members of Gulf Cooperation Council. So basically we have not done a free trade agreement, but we are in a process of doing it. So for that we have signed a term of reference. Whatever will be the discussion. Things which we will discuss. First BRICS Sherpa meeting in Delhi. So this year BRICS summit will be hosted by India. So all the BRICS Foreign Minister Summit, Commerce Minister Summit, everything will happen in India. Okay. Vande Mataram Cyclothon was recently organized by CISF in Chennai. C is the right answer. Okay. India recently announced $175 million deal of package to Seychelles. Seychelles is here in Indian Ocean. Next is Iranian Nobel Prize winner. She got Nobel Peace Prize in 2023. Narges Mohammadi. She was arrested and sent to jail for almost 7.5 years. Next is India recently announced $175 million deal of package to Seychelles. Seychelles is here in Indian Ocean. Next is Iranian Nobel Prize winner. She got Nobel Peace Prize in 2023. Narges Mohammadi. She was arrested and sent to jail for almost 7.5 years. Next is okay. UP Buddhist circuit is actually coming up in Sravasti, Kushinagar, and Kapilvastu region. So they are coming to promote the Buddhist site, etc. Buddy Squadron, this is not very important. South Korean, US ke beach. This is a Air Force exercise. White Revolution 2.0 will aim to increase milk productivity by 50%. Please watch this class. We have taken a class on revolutions. Like Green Revolution, White Revolution, these things were asked earlier. So you should watch it. Devanimori relics of Lord Buddha were recently inaugurated where? Colombo. So basically what happened was Devanimori is a place in Gujarat from where the Gautam Buddha's relics were taken to Colombo. And it was brought back. It was shown as an exhibition at Ganga Ramaya Temple, Colombo, 4 to 11 February. Under new IT rules, the time for breakdown of problematic content is 3 hours, reduced from 36 hours. The government will order a removal of content on social media. This is not very important. We are skipping. Penguin Random House has recently clarified which memoir has not been published. 4 Stars of Destiny. Memoir means autobiography. And here we are talking about autobiography of former Army Chief General Manoj Mukund Narawane. This has not been published yet because the government has not given the permission. A former Army chief has written this book. So Penguin Random House actually is publishing this book, but they have not got the permission yet. First musical road has been recently come up in Mumbai. So when you drive the car, you will listen Jai Ho. Next is NPCI International Payment Limited, with which Malaysian government. So they have done an agreement with Paynet of Malaysia to have UPI transaction even in Malaysia also. So C is the right answer to this question. Northeast first emergency landing facility was inaugurated at Assam at National Highway 37. You can see on highway, this aeroplane was landed in Moran, Assam, Dibrugarh district. Bangladesh recent parliamentary election happened. Bangladesh National Party won it and Mr. Tariq Rahman became the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Next is Uday Kotak has been recently appointed as chairman of Gift City, Gujarat. Very famous city. C is the right answer. Read about Gift City. It is important. Please read. Chang Crandall Humanitarian Award were given to doctors from Aravind Eye Hospital. Dr. Harapriya Anand and Dr. R. Venkatesh. 8-qubit quantum computer will be installed where? Alliance University, Bangalore. First commercial 8-qubit quantum computer. Next is India's first dedicated drone runway is being set up in Meerut. C is the right answer. 100 rupees commemorative coin released to mark the inauguration of Seva Tirth Prime Minister's office. This is the coin. C is the right answer. This is not very important. Okay. Yes, we are talking about India's first underwater twin tube road cum rail tunnel. Yes, it is in Assam. So that's what. This is actually a planned project. And we have to cross the Brahmaputra. So this is Brahmaputra River. And this region we are actually zooming it. So this on Brahmaputra River, this tunnel will be made. World's largest aircraft carrier, which was deployed by America in West Asia, USS Gerald Ford. This is actually somewhere here in the Iran region. They had deployed it just around Strait of Hormuz. Henley Passport Index, India got 75 rank, but this actually keeps on updating every month, every 1 or 2 months. So you have to update it. Rank 1 is Singapore. This tells the strength of passport. AIMS New Delhi recently became first India to introduce face transplantation. B is the right answer to this question. India's first cow culture museum will be established where? Right answer is option A, Mathura. Citizen of which 2 countries were added in UK's China free list? UK and Canada. No need to remember. This is not important. PM Rahat scheme provides cashless treatment if someone meet with an accident of 1.5 lakh rupees for the initial 5 days. For initial 7 days. To get emergency aid in golden hour. Rashid Khan has taken first bowler to take 700 wickets in T20 international wickets. T20 wickets. India AI Impact Summit happened in New Delhi. D is the right answer. Bangladesh new government ceremony. Mr. Tariq Rahman became the Prime Minister, and from India, Mr. Om Birla was sent as the guest in swearing-in ceremony. North India's first semiconductor plant is set up in Noida. HCL and Foxconn. HCL is Indian company. Foxconn is Taiwan-based company. Very important. 92,000 crore Great Nicobar Island mega project recently was approved by National Green Tribunal. C is the right answer. Here, Galathea Bay. In Galathea Bay, or the Great Nicobar project. Okay, Bharat Vistar is recently launched for farmers. And this is actually a platform you can search on Bharat Vistar. You can ask anything from AI with regards to farming. India-France relationship called as Horizon 2047. It's a long-term roadmap. UPI One World. If you're a foreign traveler, you can come to India without having Indian bank account, without having Indian phone number. You can do percent to P2M transaction with the help of UPI. That is what the idea is. Mumbai will host this year's Earth Short Prize 2026. This is given in the field of environment. You can read about it. Started by Prince William of England. BBC Indian Sportswoman of the Year, Smriti Mandana is the right answer. So Delhi High Court has said that public urinal and garbage near residents violates right to live with dignity. That is violates Article 21. Vibrant Village program was inaugurated by Mr. Amit Shah, Home Minister of India in Assam. Strait of Hormuz actually connects, is a major global oil transit choke point. We have discussed it. This is Strait of Hormuz. So that's what the idea is. Tata Airbus helicopter facility set up in Karnataka, Kolar district. So Tata, with the help of Airbus, will be establishing making H-125 helicopters in Kolar district of Karnataka. Manipuri language film Best Children and Family Film at BAFTA 2026 won the award. Boom, very, very, very important. Okay. In this category, for the first time, an Indian has won it. Lakshmi Priya Devi is the director and supported by Farhan Akhtar. D is the right answer. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.